Ni hao fam, this is Robert Anton here, robertanton.com with your No Frills American Idol commentary from a singer. All right, we are doing the top 7. They did music from the 21st century, right? And it was a really fun and funny show. A lot of crazy stuff happened. If you didn't see the show, you got to watch some of the clips. They really had fun today, and I got quite a few laughs out of things that went on. They opened the show with a collage of things going on as they always do, and they had the already eliminated idols come back and do Pink's "So What." And I was looking at it and I was like, wow, somewhere I knew that it was mostly women that had been eliminated, but actually seeing them up there and seeing that Paul was like the first guy that was eliminated was like really strange and kind of eye-opening, But on the song, the girls sounded good together. Paul came in and just didn't sound great. It wasn't quite on. But yeah, whatever. It is what it is. So in this show also, before they do performances, when they have the little collages and stuff like that before the performance, they all got to talk about each other, and kind of make a little fun at each other. So you guys might want to check out some of that. I'm not really going to talk about that here in the commentary, but some of it was very funny. All right, here we go. Scotty McCreery did Swingin' by LeAnne Rhymes, right? And, it was a little boring for me to tell you the truth. I think he is growing by leaps and bounds as a performer. I just think that the song could have been more exciting. And I think the judges also said that he needs to bring it every single week. And he really didn't bring it this week. And I think it was song selection. He did great. He was walking around the stage. He was relating to people, stuff that he wasn't doing in the beginning. He was having fun, kind of spoofing himself a little bit. But it just wasn't an exciting song. The one thing I did like that he did is he took the second verse down into his money area of his voice, down in the down in the down, and and then he brought it back up slowly. That was the only interesting thing in the whole of his performance. Everything else was just kind of blah. And to open the show, it just wasn't great. So I just wanted to mention that they had a commercial of playing a preview of Jordan Sparks' new song from the African Cats movie, and it sounded pretty good, regular Disney song, but her voice sounded wonderful on it. I just wanted to mention that. James Durbin did Uprising next by Muse. Suppose the first time a Muse song has been done on Idol, and James has a lot of firsts, right? And supposedly the lead singer from Muse called James to challenge him to do the final chorus up the octave, and he did more than one part up the octave. He came in with a marching band. He had a really crazy outfit that kind of reminded me of Les Mis on him. And I thought he sounded absolutely wonderful. In the very beginning, he was a little light. It didn't have the bite that it needed because he was way down in his chest and maybe the mics weren't quite adjusted to what was happening. But then he hit that portion of his voice all up in here, where to his mix to his head voice that just really shines. And from there on, it was just smooth sailing. Some people were saying, he's screeching and he's screaming and stuff but that is some of what the song is about. It's about that angst and he was hitting those notes, a little flat here and there or whatnot, but it's just so high that most people would easily forgive that. It was just, I thought it was a really great performance. It was a great song from him, a great imagination as to what was going to happen on stage. Just a wonderful overall performance and vocal. Haley Reinhart did Rolling in the Deep by Adele. And you know what? It was the perfect song choice for her voice. She nailed it. She really nailed it. There were so many colors and flavors going on in her performance, and it just sounded really good, all the things she was doing. And I was saying before that she has all these different sounds that happen and all these different things that she can do, and I think they all came together in this performance, in this song. She did a great job of making a difference between the verse, which is very light and easy, and then the really big, really powerful chorus. It was just very good. It was very well executed and thought out. I thought she brought everything that she needed to the performance, and I thought it was a really good performance, and it was just the perfect for her voice. Stefano Langone does Closer by NeYo, and from the beginning, from the first look that he had, I just didn't see it happening, and it didn't happen. I felt like this song that he chose showed a lot of his weaknesses. He was very nasal at times. He was it was something he was doing with his vowels that just, I think it was so high that he was trying to open it up or something, and it just didn't work for me personally. He was trying to dance a little bit, and that wasn't quite happening. You know, it's good he was trying to have fun, he was trying to grow, and he was trying to do something, but it just didn't work, and the song didn't work for me in his voice. And he had no, he just kind of barreled through it once again, like he did last week. He kind of barreled through the song, and he didn't really have any appreciation for the nuances of the music. Yeah, so it just didn't sit well, and I didn't think it was very good. Yeah, bottom three again, going home maybe. If I had to say at the moment, I would say he would be the one going home. Lauren later closes out the show, and she does Born to Fly by saranEvans. I don't really know this song, but you know what? From hearing the lyrics and the feel of the song, I thought it was perfect for her voice, and it was very age appropriate. You know, she's so young, and there's so many great songs out there that she can sing. And I think her doing Miley Cyrus last week and this song this week, they were very age appropriate and very right for her and for her voice. I thought she was going to do a little hold down. You know, she kept kind of starting to do a little something other with the cowboy boots and the short, like, country skirt. Yeah, it was just perfect. It was a very good performance. She has so much more to give, and I think that eventually she will come out. I'm waiting for, actually, from her, I'm waiting for like one of those Jordan Sparks moment when everybody just like sat up and noticed her. Yeah. So what did you think? What did you think? That's what I really want to know. Who do you think was the best? Who do you think was the worst? Who do you think is going home? Who's in the bottom three? There's only 7 there, so that's like 4 people are going to be safe and 3 are going to be in the bottom 3. Oh my God. I thought there were a lot of great performances. I really don't like to call who's like going home and all that good stuff. But from the performances that happened tonight, I would say Stefano is going home. He's been in the bottom 3. I didn't think he did very good. But we shall see what happens. If you are a singer, check out my So You Want to Be a Singer series right here on YouTube, where I give you tips and tricks on becoming a professional performer. If you are a fan, I have 4 CDs available on iTunes and most major download services. So check out my originals playlist, and if you like the music, go ahead and subscribe and, you know, pick up some music. All right, this is Robert Anton here, robertanton.com. I'm out.